Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video, I want to show you how you can create a standalone form in Wix Studio. So I'm in my website dashboard here inside of Wix Studio. I'm over here on the left, customers and leads, forms and submissions, and then these are my website forms that you can see down here. But I can also create a standalone form. So I just go up here to create form, standalone form, and then I get this editor here. Now, this is a little bit different than the normal form editor. A standalone form is something you can share with somebody. It doesn't have to live on your website. And so you might have this as a client waiver or some kind of waiver like that, or just a form that you want to be able to send via a link, and it doesn't have to live on any web page on your website. When done with this form, you'll see that I'm going to get a link that will allow me to share this form to anybody that I want. And so this AI form assistant, I can use AI to help me create my form, or I can start adding fields and all the other information here. I also have a theme button, and I also have AI chat settings, which I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So this is really similar to the form builder, but it's also different. So I'm just going to type in here, I need to create a health waiver form to make sure that my clients understand the terms and conditions. And I'm just going to make something up here like terms and conditions for my massage service. And we're going to let AI create the form here. So I'm going to click this button, and AI is going to help me do that with this form assistant. So you can use this and see it's already going to work over here creating my form using AI. And of course, you might have a form that you want to create based on your own questions, or if there's something that you need to make sure is included in here legally, then you can do that here. But it just started giving me a basic preset. So let's go ahead and preview this. And I got to save it first. Let me go ahead and save this to health waiver form. So I'm just saving the name over here, health waiver form. And then this is where you get all the regular settings that you would get in the form field. So I'm going to click save. And then when I go to preview, I can start to see what this looks like. So this is the piece that is new or different, is that you can use AI to chat. And so this is what your customer would see. This is what your client would see, because I'm in the preview mode. And so this is chat. So you can ask the chat, hey, what's this form all about? Click send, and then it's going to do this. So it's going to kind of help them fill out this form via chat. So I'll say my first name's Kip, and then it will analyze my response. Can you tell me your last name? So it's kind of going through the form using AI. The other thing I can do is look at the form like a regular form here, and I can go through and put in my first name, last name, email, phone number, date of birth, fill this out, and then I would be able to click submit. This one needs a little bit of work because I need to go to add a submit button and some other things, but this is pretty much a good start here. So I can go in and add these manual fields. So I'm going to go to buttons and go to the submit button and add that here, and then I could make sure that's the final piece. And there's appointment types that you can schedule with Wix bookings. It's an appointment type field. So a lot of these fields, if you've used the new Wix form builder, you're familiar with these fields, and you can of course use the same rules and multi-page forms here that you can use on any form inside of the new Wix form builder. So I'm going to go ahead and preview this again. I'm going to hit save. And if I don't want this AI chat here, because maybe it's too confusing or something, when I go into edit, I just go into this AI chat settings, and I just turn this off. So this is AI generated. This is manual. I don't want the chat. It's a little too confusing, so I'm going to turn that off. Now when I go to preview, after I click save, then I'm going to go in and see that there's no more option anymore. It just looks like a regular form. This is what most people are used to. This is probably what I'd recommend, but you could use the AI chat if you want to. Now, if we go to the themes, there's the other themes I can use for my form here. If I want to change this up, I can click on these and see what it looks like. I'm going to go back to my default here, or maybe cancel. and get it back to the default. But you can choose different themes in here. You can customize the theme if that's important to you for this type of form. You can do that, which you can't really do in the other form builder. So that's something that is unique to these standalone forms. So let's say that I have this and it's all good to go. I'm happy with this version of the form. Then what I would do is I go to save and then I go to share, and this is what I get. So this form doesn't have to live on any page of my website. It's its own unique link, so I can send it via these types of apps if I want to. I can just copy the link, or I can get a QR code. But let me go in and paste this link here so you can see what this would look like to a customer. So again, it's just a form. It's a standalone form. It's not anywhere on the website, and you might use this for a health waiver or something like that. I think it can be a really good way to manage those waivers because you can just send them out, and you can integrate this link into other apps and automations and things like that. So you just go in and put first name, last name, email. This is what your customer sees. They click submit. And once they click submit, you would see submissions here. I don't have any submissions yet because nobody's filled out the form, but if I did, I could summarize those submissions. I could also export those submissions, and it'll give me all the information that I need for my health waiver or whatever my form is that I create. So I just wanted to showcase this. There are other options besides a website form. You can create a standalone form. And then once I have that here, you'll see the form type says standalone. And if I had submissions here, you could see the submissions. I could click in and look at who submitted that form. And again, how you create that type of form is you just come here to your website dashboard inside of Wix Studio. You go to customers and leads, then you go to forms and submissions, and then you go to create form, standalone form, and you can share that anywhere from a link. Most of the time, I find that these website forms are fine. They work well. They work good for the things that I need, like a contact form or a quick lead magnet form, and I'm putting it somewhere in the website. But every so often, you might need this standalone form type, and it does tie into your plan. So you can say I have 5 of 10 forms created now. So eventually I might have to upgrade if I keep getting more forms. If I go in and delete this, it should take my forms back down to 10. So you can create and delete these at will, and you can manage them all here in your website dashboard under forms and submissions. And it's a good option in some cases. So I hope you found this video helpful, especially if you're looking to create a client waiver of some type. You just want a quick way to send them a link for something. This is a good way. That way you don't have to worry about building a whole new web page, embedding it in the web page, and then doing the form that way. You can just do it here in the back end and manage everything from the standalone form. So that's what I have for today's video, and I will see you in the next video.